First and foremost, my name is Željko Vukša-Fejzić. I come from Bosnia and Herzegovina, a small country in Europe. I'm part of Generation Democracy. IRI is the International Republican Institute's leading youth network, flagship youth network. It's actually 400 people through 47 countries all across the world. So I work at home, like I'm not in exile, but we do work with people that are in exile or being suspended from their governments or prohibited from taking part into any activities. As well, I'm active politically in my own country. I'm part of the leading political party in Bosnia and Herzegovina called the SDA, the Party of Democratic Action. I serve as a member of the presidency in the youth sector, so in the youth wing of the political party. Bosnia is a very complicated country. Our war finished 30 years ago, so we were attacked by neighboring countries, and it was a difficult thing to experience. And since I come from a mixed background of all three ethnical nations and people existing in Bosnia, first and foremost, I would like to say that my work contributed to opening dialogue channels between the people there, and that's really important in Bosnia. But also, and I'm really proud of it, I managed to do this thematical session of the parliament in Canton of Sarajevo on youth. So we brought in the young people cross-sectorally, so youth political leaders and youth NGO leaders. We brought them in, got them into parliament, and they spoke with MPs on equal grounds. So they were not robbed. Well, somebody said you have 1 minute or one person can only present the topic. No, they spoke equally with government officials like ministers, deputy ministers, prime minister, and with MPs directly engaged in debate. And that session led to a conclusion that implemented over, when I converted, it's around 5 million euros in different projects, from parks to sustainable educational activities to the strategy on youth, which is this big document observing all 12 ministries in the canton. So the Internal Affairs, Justice Department, up until the healthcare, social welfare, and that 5 million euros is spread out. And now they have a commitment, a permanent legislative commitment, to issue a part of their budget for young people, and as well take a part of their employment, their officials, and they have to appoint a youth person, so a person that the young people can talk to in that ministry that's specifically there for youth. That's I'm really proud of, and today I work with IRI and Generation Democracy to help facilitate similar things all across the globe, which is very cool. From the viewpoint of a Bosnian, a Croat living in Bosnia and Herzegovina, the international community did a lot of faults in Bosnia when we had the war there. There were mistakes made. I'm really glad, and it brings hope that the international community learned from those mistakes, and we can see the international community supporting Ukraine, Georgia, supporting now the activities in Sudan, combating and fighting the dictatorships throughout the world. But there's one more thing. It's not only, and that I cannot stress enough, and I bring 27 years living in a post-conflict society, that the process after the conflict ends is much more important than simply supporting defense and so on. Why? Because victims of the conflict, civil society activists, people who felt the pain of war need to have a final say in their own country.